Not every creature of the void serves Xalatath's whims. Conquest was our way long before her arrival. To the north, you find Slayer's Rise. It is the vast battleground where 3 Dominar vie for power. And I hear your Rendore allies have set up in Master's Perch, the main citadel, as well. I am certain great battles await you there. Go forth.
What is it, fleshling?
Pitting the hatchlings against one another is sure to breed violence and monstrosity. But you mortals speak of this other strategy. You call it affection. Perhaps I should try it. I don't do anything for Decimus. I am here to keep an eye on them. We Dominar are in constant competition for power. Even when your simple eyes do not see, we are vying for station. Decimus's sanctuary gives me the resources I need to grow my pack of monstrosities. In return, my monsters help defend Decimus. So for now, we are allied. I have no doubt that will change. Decimus knows this as well. The only thing more deadly than a Dominar is a Dominar with a menacee of fang and claw.
You make yourself useful. As a master of terrible beasts, it is my job to mold these hatchlings into dreaded beasts. Pit them against each other, and grow ever more violent. The elves here insist that I will yield better results with just a bit of it. Tender, loving care. Let us put this to the test. This runt is Fedophilus. You will show him tenderness and affection, and then we will see how ferocious he becomes. Collect some delicious dietary treats for him, and return to me.
What more do you want?
These ingredients will make for a highly nutritious and equally delectable meal.
What is it, fleshling?
Phytophicus will be renowned for his ferocity. I can see the violence growing in him. One day he will be a worthy pet for a Dominar, such as myself.
Leave me be.
I normally raise my beasts on a diet of raw, bloody carcasses and souls ripped asunder by the Void. We shall try your mortal ways. I hear. Cook? That makes the treat better? Do this. Then, take him on a walk around the Howling Ridge. Even I know exercise is good for digestion. Only the most ferocious of creatures is worthy of serving you. I hope neither you nor Fido disappoint you.
Get moving, fleshling. What more do you want?
Is the beast's savagery growing? I am sure I will begin to hear of his violence from those around the Howling Ridge.
Do not make this a...
The beast is fed and exercised. Imagine. One day his maw will grow to fit you inside it 1,000 times over. Now, we will test his potential for true violence. There is a beast that has laid claim to a den south of Howling Ridge. Should Dophicus trust you now, go with him, bear witness to his might.
Leave. Speed if you must. Speak if you must. What is it, fleshling?
Phytophicus will grow so terribly large that it is he who will be walking you. Only then will he be worthy of joining me as my attack behemoth.
Get moving, fleshling.
Baladash, Manore. We struck the blow against the void that we had hoped. But the cost... Time to move. Lothraction deserved to pay for his arrogance with his life. Hyron didn't. Without him, I'd be dead. I know that Mela and Dogland feel the same way. Hyron's journal. The one you recovered for us ended up with me. I knew Hyron, but Stray knew him better. The two of them had found a closeness I admired. Astray deserves to hold on to it. Last I saw Astray, Hyron was tending to their wounds back at Locust Point. You were there when Hyron passed. They should know of his heroism and sacrifice.
Protect what you can.
You'll flip open the book and find a sealed envelope tucked between the pages of Hyron's journal. Seems like he had been using it as a bookmark. 6 times backpack, 6 times bedrolls, 60 times chalk, 6 times flint, and tinder 300 feet, a rope 6 times grappling hooks. 3 times pickaxes, 3 times skinning knives, 50 pounds of pemmican, 10 times dust. K-torches 12 times water skins, avoid sheltering in caves. We don't know enough about the fauna. I advise sheltering on high ground with tall stones to block line of sight of aerial predators. Draw on the excess void of this world when there are no other options. We only have a partial picture on the risks of its use. I have heard enough about Gelatin to wish to avoid her notice.
Thanks for freeing me from those ethereal cages in the Ethereum overcrossed. The void is powerful here in ways we're only beginning to understand. And that danger brings new opportunities. If you remember, my quest to combine the power of the void with the strength of the Illidari has not changed. Backing Adaris was a mistake, but a necessary one to progress. And now I've found a willing teacher in Alari. I ask for your help again. Help me find the strength to protect my people.
is dedicated to
I haven't set
destroying
foot on
the
Argus in
Burning
years.
Legion.
A dead world populated by a broken people and their memories.
Argus. Originally the homeworld of the Eridar, now the stronghold for the Burning Legion. Years ago, Illidan used the Seal of Argus to open the way here, and he was met by one of the Naru who delivered a dire message. To understand the Illidari's connection to the Void, you must see what Illidan saw when he arrived. Hostile spirits in the area should provide the necessary power for our needs. Defeat them to release their essence, and with their sacrifice we will peer into the past.
If we do not meet again, die well. Everything. What have you given?
Yes, that looks like enough. We're nearly prepared.
Death.
We have what we need. Prepare yourself to see Illidan's confrontation with the Naru so many years ago.
New doorways have opened.
I've only ever wanted to protect my people. Just like how demon hunters protect Azeroth.
There is strength in shadow.
They did quite adamantly, in fact. Would you like to see how it turned out?
Blessed to be in your presence once more, Zira.
Turalian, you have found the Chosen One. Illidan, from birth, the light in your eyes held such promise for the future.
I sacrificed that birthright long ago.
Do you not wish to reclaim what was lost? To be whole again?
The Legion's end is all I seek.
My child, you've given so much for so little. Your true potential, your redemption, lies before you. Let go of your shattered form and embrace the light's power.
I've traded my freedom for power before.
The prophecy must be fulfilled. Your old life has passed. The light will forge you a new one.
It is not yours to take!
The light will heal your scars.
I am my scars!
The light is your destiny.
My destiny is my own! You've doomed us all! Betrayer! Your faith has blinded you. There can be no chosen one. Only we can save ourselves.
Azeroth must not fall.
The tattoos that mark our flesh are more than just ink. They're a promise inscribed across our flesh. A promise that we will hold back the dark and the infernal with our very bodies. That our lifeblood is a currency used to purchase Azeroth's future. Surprised? We are not simply rage and defiance manifest, although we are also that. Help Leona collect the vitae of the void creatures at Nexus Point Antis. We'll use it to inscribe her tattoos, affirming the vow she makes to protect her people.
Remember, nothing.
Voidstorm is a world of Apex creatures. One in particular, the Ultradon, stands above others in its strength and ferocity. But make no mistake, champion. We demon hunters are the true Apex predators wherever we go, because we are willing to go to any length in order to dominate. I see no better creature to harvest an implement in which to inscribe Leona's tattoos. Head to Nexus Point Antis with Leona. Defeat as many Ultradons as it takes to find the perfect implement.
Illidan knows the way.
Yes, this captured void energy will do nicely.
If we do not meet again...
Have you found the Talon yet? Without it, we cannot start Leona's ritual.
We are all that stands between the
There is no
Legion
question
and
now.
annihilation.
Demon hunters are the apex predators on this planet.
Trust in Lord Illidan's plan.
Branding ritual we're about to perform is adapted from what demon hunters go through on the Fellhammer. But given Leona's unique nature and the experimental substitution of void energy for Fel, there's considerable risk here. Even more so than usual. Leona will be vulnerable during this process, as will I. We've found a secluded area to perform it. We'll need your protection once we're snowed.
I knew you wouldn't understand, even if I couched my reasoning in platitudes about protecting the family. Protecting Silver Moon, you always see right through me, don't you? Then, fine. You win. You are right. Many Rendori chose this path out of a desire to understand that which we must defeat, the Void. They have made a noble sacrifice in order to save their people, even as they are shunned for it. But not me. No. I am honest with myself. I did this for me.
I greet you. Walk your own path.
The shadows serve us.
I believe we have some equipment that can be repurposed to help Leona return to us.
Do not bend to the whispers.
It may not surprise you to know that the stabilization of portal entry points is something I am quite familiar with. If Leona lives, and I believe she does, she'll need beacons to help triangulate her exit point. Take these beacons, set them up where I've marked on your map, and return here. If Leona is alive, she should be able to use these beacons to identify and stabilize her exit. If she isn't...
Humbrick pushes the thought away.
Let's focus on the task at hand for now.
Maintain focus and control. I have much to teach you.
Look around this place. The spires, the buildings. These were not built. They were shaped. Soil and rock molded by void magic. The control a Dominar has over the void is truly remarkable. Think of all we could learn from them.
The light is not the only path.
We fight for a
That
new
voice, a
future.
Dominar. I think I can sense it now. He'll come for us if we don't find him first.
Maintain control. Always.
I'm not sure where I was when I stepped through that portal. Somewhere in between. Void energy surrounding and suffusing me. Without Umbrick, I wouldn't have made it back. I feel different now, but I don't think this is over until we confront that Dominar. Will you meet us at the Void Spire?
Fate is ours to decide. Walk your own path. The world offers endless
Baladash, Malinore.
Leona's determination and willingness to fight for our people is admirable. She fought hard and sacrificed much to reach this point, and her life will be forever marked by those trials. But the Rendori are stronger for it. Who would have thought that such a dark and predatory world would be the catalyst for a brighter future?
Be open to possibilities.
Dominar was harrying our back lines. It was. Different than the other void beasts. Like it was playing rather than fighting. My partner, Callum, led a squad to hunt it down. They never came back. Callum's an Arathi through and through. He wouldn't fall here. I know it. Commander Lightblood refused to send a search party. He said there's a difference between personal and important. Well, the Vanguard can have their war. I'm going after Cal. I know the road he took, but I can't search alone.
May the eternal sun guide you.
Confessor Revik's robes are sliced clean through. These are not the rough wounds of a wild beast, but the fine work of a trained swordsman. Shadows skitter across the surface of the strange metal bonded to his brow. Scout Dana's armor has been seared with holy light. Only an experienced priest could smite someone with such power. Her hands are contorted, locked in place by grafts of metal bonded to her skin. Riandron's breastplate is punctured in several places. The wounds look like the results of an Arathi rifle. Bands of metal spiral up his sword arm. Shadows flicker along the ridges of the strange metal.
Glory to the Sindora.
Imperia's beasts swarmed me. I lost track of them. I shouldn't have left you behind, but seeing that monster control Callum, I am not losing him. Not while I still breathe.
Sunwell's glory shine on you.
Do you know how long my kind live? How much time we waste and call it patience? The day I met Cal, I swore I wouldn't waste a moment. I am not losing him here.
But
Revik, Riandra, Dana, that Dominar made them kill each other. The creatures here are bound with the same shadow graphs, the same twisted magic. If this is how Imperia controls her victims, we have to find a way to remove it. Restrain the beasts, and I'll attempt to break their bonds. If it's forged by the void, the light must be able to overcome it.
we endure.
shadowgraphs are bonded to the beast's hide. Imperia would have had complete control over it, forcing it to fight for her amusement. It appears Anis has made attempts to remove the shadowy metal. The beast did not survive the process.
Zenu Amanori.
I feel traces of light here. Dim, scattered across the plain, but unmistakable. Its color. I know his light like I know my own. That Dominar is a monster. Using others like toys, smashing them together until they break. We'll find them, champion. Then I will turn that void beast to ash. Anais grips her spear. One thing at a time. Find the light, and we find Column.
Velore Delana.
Removing the shadow grafts kills them. What good is the light if it can't save one man?
Shorelera.
She is hurting him, throwing him into fight after fight. We don't have time to search this whole blasted plane. I can't concentrate. The void magic here is too chaotic and volatile.
Sun, chase your shadow. What?
When the light called, it called both of us. Why? So Callum could die on some void-scarred rock. I can't think here. All I can picture is Callum bleeding out. Come, we'll return to camp. With his belongings, I should be able to find him. Then, I don't know. If we can't break the shadow grafts, we'll subdue him and drag him back to Silver Moon if we must. I'm not losing.
We shall not falter. Anu Velore Delana. Glory to the Sindora.
The plan is simple. We find Cal, restrain him, and drag him back to Silver Moon. We'll figure it out from there. I'll drown Imperia in the Sunwell itself if that is what it takes. Are you with me?
Anu Bala Velore Alam.
I had him. One spear thrust and I could have ended it, but he's still Cal. Even with that monster controlling him, look what chasing after him again got me.
I knew we'd never grow old together. I thought we'd have more time. An ice coughs, blood pooling beneath me. Flecks of void shimmering, spreading crimson. Don't worry, I'm not afraid. Promised myself I wouldn't go home without him. I'd spend the night in the empty. Just keep this. Don't let her have him. Take his tinder box. You'll know what to do.
My parents always said falling in love with a human would end in heartbreak.
She doesn't lift her head.
There is never enough time, is there? I felt it when you and he, thank you. Sorry, getting hard to think.
She accepts the tinderbox and holds it to her chest. Her eyes seem to focus on something you can't see.
Cal, I am so tired. Let's go home.
Annie slumps over, her hand falling away from the wound at her side. She is at peace.
Question everything. Do not fear the shadows. The universe is full of mystery.
Our sojourn to this world has brought the Rendori an even deeper understanding of the void than before. The Domainer with whom we share a common enemy are almost strangely generous with their knowledge. I believe they want us to become as fearsome as they are. There is a singularity anchor in Stormarian Citadel. I have learned how to draw upon some of its power to craft you a powerful item. But first, we must ensure it does not fall into the hands of our enemies.
Power is to be wielded, not feared. We embrace a new future.
The urgent nature of our mission to these lands should not preclude us from embarking on new and meaningful research. Long have my people studied the void, and any opportunity to break new ground must be seized. Our scouts have been finding peculiar void manifestations throughout Voidstorm. If my hypothesis is correct, I believe we can use our host's facilities to further refine and understand these sounds.
The void offers endless possibilities. Thanks to you, the Singularity Anchor survived another assault. Take this as a sign of our appreciation. Surrender now. New doorway.
Did you hear that? It most certainly did something. Huzzah!
The whispers do not control me. Walk your own path. I greet you.
We are deep in enemy territory. Time to strike.